a while ago. It's quite a few years ago. We'd saved up and gone without holidays, and eventually we were able to go to Australia to see my wife's brother for Christmas for a month. It was amazing, as you'd expect, because it's sunshine. Mm-hmm. Summertime. So the children loved it, and we had a wonderful, wonderful time. So what's your most memorable Christmas? For David Morgan in Shrewsbury, it was 60 years ago, and it's a story that links 3 refugees, 3 wise men, and a very expensive shop. David's been speaking to our producer, Richard Tisdale.
One memory, vivid memory I have, we moved from Madeley to Shrewsbury in the early 50s, and I remember about the age of 8, in the backyard, we didn't have a proper garden, it was a backyard, and I could hear 3 foreign voices chatting away, and I was a born nosy individual, and so I went out, introduced myself in a fashion, and found out there were 3 Polish railway workers who actually helped fight the Nazis during the Second World War. They were living in Shrewsbury because they could not go back to Poland because the Russians at that time had taken over this part of Poland and they'd been shot.
And what year was this?
1955.
Right. So
60 years ago.
So they were refugees?
Yeah, they were refugees, but they were working refugees. They worked on the railways, which was very close to our houses. We lived probably about a quarter mile away from the railway line then.
So what, Bellevue area?
Yeah, Bellevue area, Morton Crescent. Yeah.
And so you got chatting to these.
Yeah.
There must have been a bit of a language barrier, was there?
No, they spoke English. They were very good with me, and I remember their names so well. Marchand was a little Polish guy. He was the most vociferous, very nice. George was a quieter one, and Jan was a big tall guy. But they all made me feel so welcome, and they gave me lots of Corona.
What, the pop?
Yeah, the pop, which was actually made locally in Shrewsbury.
Yeah. We're currently standing in the square. It's coming up to Christmas. Was it a different scene in the 1950s when you were 8 years old and you'd been speaking to them and you were coming uptown doing your own shopping? What was it like? What do you remember about the town?
Well, there used to be a big council office there, which was knocked down.
So we're just looking basically just where Starbucks is now.
Yeah, I can remember that one. It was quite a magnificent building, but moving up very close by, where Rackham's is now, there used to be a little shop called Della Porta's. And of course, I was transfixed as a little boy, going in there and seeing railway sets whizzing around, and knowing that father and mother couldn't afford to buy me that. But I enjoyed looking at the presents, and I got into the Christmas spirit very, very quickly.
Well, should we have a little walk up there now, actually? Let's just see how it compares to those times.
David Morgan with our man Richard Tisdale. And how does that... Della Porta's, there's a name, isn't it? Della Porta's to remember. Now, Rackham's. How does that link the 3 Polish refugees with 3 wise men to make the best Christmas ever? You can find out in about 20 minutes' time. One of my very earliest Christmas presents, I must have been 5 or 6, was a train set.
That's good. You sound
And
very
do you know how much it cost? Now think about
Very
it.
interesting.
I'm in my 60s.
I'm going to do my hair now.
It cost £9.
Otherwise it's going to frizzle.
And I was 5 or 6. That's a lot of money.
It is.
For a train set with just one oval track that went round and round and round. You know? And I found out later that my mum couldn't afford it.
Oh.
So she got what was called a co-op cheque. In other words, a bit of credit to buy it that Christmas.
Bless
Lovely, isn't
her.
it? I'm quite emotional thinking about that, to be honest. Yeah, couldn't afford it, but desperately wanted me to have it for Christmas. So against all the principles, because that's what it was like then, you know, oh, no credit and all that, she got a co-op cheque. In other words, you pay it back over a few months and bought it for me. Remember that, like it was yesterday. And I must have been 5 or 6.
Wow. Quite powerful, that.
Isn't it? Carry on.
Thanks.
Right.
You get yourself together.
I'm trying.
23 minutes past
Where are we going
8.
next? I don't know where we're going
BBC
next.